Hey, this is your recap auntie. Hey, y'all, hey. This is Shining Shar, your auntie of recaps, honey. And we are here to talk about episode number 3. But before we do, we're going to talk a little bit about episode number 2 before the drama starts. That's what we're going to do, okay? So, I know this is vacation week. A lot of people are away, but I'm sure all y'all going to be talking again starting next week. But for now, we still gonna highlight the comments, baby, because y'all are talking, and I want to see what y'all gotta say, and I love it too. So thank y'all so much for coming by and sharing your thoughts. So let's see what y'all talking about for episode number 2, for Tyler Perry's Divorce Sistas season 1. BET Plus special, honey. We love it, honey. We love it. So we have Kim B4206. Hey, Kim. Such a pleasure, honey. Please don't let this be the first or the last time you make a comment on these videos, because what I do is highlight you, baby. I want everybody to see you. So she says, I like the show. Hope we can see more of Devon, aka Carlton, on this show, because we don't get enough time of him. That fine brother on Beyond the Gates. Right, girl, right. However, I feel like as the season progresses with Beyond the Gates, honey, I feel like we're going to see a whole lot of Carlton, honey. I feel like we will see him. Seem like that's his character type. He's like, the fine extra brother on the side. That's what I feel like we're going to do. Because Nicole, honey, Nicole, she's still pissed at everybody for lying. I think Carlton is going to be the only one that's going to come to her and tell her, look, I got you, baby. Ain't gonna, nothing going to be happening to you. I got you. But yeah, I agree. Hopefully that we will see a lot more on him on Beyond the Gates. So thank you so much, Kim. Thank you. We have my girl Cynthia Juckins 2250. She says, Isabella with her Florida Evans moment once she left out of the office. Girl, I'm like, why the hell did you come in there lying to that woman? Telling her all of that. I was caught up in it. The one thing about me, I need to listen to the whole story before I get, too deep involved. But that's what I'm about, honey. When you hear the story, you react, and that's what I'm here to recap and react. But I was so mad at that bitch. I think that they said, that they always have girls like that come in there and try to get money because the church has a lot of money. Can you imagine all of those successful churches that always getting hit up for money? Now, back in the day when I was a first lady, again, and yes, I am a former first lady, we would have people who were never members, but they still would come by the church who wanted help. They would never try to accuse my ex-husband of any type of inappropriate behavior. But we did have a lot of people who want to always come and ask for money, especially around the holiday season. You had this one lady who wanted food, and she had like maybe 6 kids. I mean, a bunch of kids. So she started coming to the church all the time right around the holiday season. And of course, when you get to know people, you don't mind giving. So we gave, and girl, honey, after that girl got her money and her food, that bitch bounced. She really did, her and the kids. So you do have people who have a reputation to come in there and try to use a ministry for their own personal gain. But you don't never hear from them again, or they want to. Now you have the internet and you have social media. Back then we didn't have social media when I was a first lady. But now you have social media, they can put you on blast and bring a lawyer in and cut that camera on, honey, and tell all your business. And so it's way different than when I was over 20 plus years ago. So yeah, girl, people are a mess, honey. They will give that Florida Evans big dramatic dissertation, and just, oh my God, damn, yeah, all of that, honey. But thank you, my girl. Thank you, Sid, for your comment, honey. And she also says, Cynthia Juckins also says, I wonder if William knows he ain't the baby daddy. I don't know, because he's very happy-go-lucky. He laughs at everything, and that really concerns me. When a person who laughs like that, who is always, happy and complimentary and stuff like that, they seem to have a really extreme evil side. So I don't know. I got my side eye on William. He's just too happy go lucky. He compliments people. He tells people, "Oh yeah, you need to look at her. She's all of this stuff." I mean, he bigs up people. Even with the lady at the school, I'm like, I'm not trusting him much. So we're gonna wait and see what he does. So anyway, thank y'all so much for your comments. I can't wait to see what episode 3 is about, so I can go in and get episode 4 and catch up. So thank y'all again. Again, I know this is vacay week. Y'all have a safe time during the holiday season and with your families and stuff. Because next week, baby, we back on it, honey. We are back. So in the meantime, in between time, honey, let's go ahead and get ready to watch episode number 3 for Divorce Sisters. Tyler Perry's Divorce Sisters BET Plus show. Okay, let's go. Baby, we come back to episode number 3. Javon is asking Geneva, is she mine? She's like, what? Is she my daughter? Of course not. Why would you think that? I mean, it ain't like we used any protection and everything. Geneva, girl, you are just really sidestepping. Yeah, sidestepping, girl. Girl, stand on your flat Christian Louis Vuitton and tell that man the truth. He says, did you get my messages? She's like, I did, and I ignored them. She says, well, you know this is wrong to do to him. He was like, well, I ain't gonna tell him. I don't want to hurt him. But this shit right here, this is not about William. Oh, so you're just gonna come back to hurt me? That's what Geneva said. Geneva, girl, you a lawyer. You really trying to play the lawyer game, girl. He said, so you think I'm gonna come back after all this time just to damn hurt you? This man, oh, my heart just skipped a beat. He says that I have missed you every single day for the last 6 years. She says, you know this is not right. He says, we have the chance to make this shit right now. Because you supposed to be my wife. Ooh. Honey, they whispering like loud. You know, that loud whisper. She looked around like, wife, nigga? Do you know how crazy you sound? Shit, Javon was like, how the fuck is this crazy? We both talked about leaving our spouses for each other. He said, I left that bitch. Now it's your turn. Ooh. She said, so much has changed. That was six years ago. He says 5 years and 11 months, baby. Ooh, he can count the days, honey. He probably got it on his calendar on his iPhone. He said, but who's fucking counting? You is. Ooh, he asked the question, baby. How old is Anika? I want to know. I got my arms folded waiting to see what she finna say. She was like, Jay. He says, come on now. We have talked about having a child and naming her Anika. Ooh, what the fuck? Tell me you're happy, girl. I fucking dare you. Ooh, this is so good. Ooh, the hairs on my toes are standing up. He says they were good and they were damn good together. And she knows that shit. She said, well, honey, that was when we were sneaking around. And he says, and that is why I fucking left. But I am back here and right fucking now. She get to blinking her eyes, honey, and trying to move her hair around her ear. Girl, you got your hair up in a bun. It ain't no hair there to move around. She's very, very, like, speechless. He said that he's there right now, right here, fucking right now for her. Ooh. She says, look, I am not doing this right now with you. You got to take your ass out here and leave now. So he was like, so if I leave, what the fuck is William gonna think? She says, I don't care. He looks at her and said, you don't want me to leave. This is probably the most excitement that your pussy has ever had since I left. Well, he didn't say pussy, but I just thought it would add a little spice to this scene because I'm sure she's hot downstairs. So we hear William yelling out from upstairs, all right, guys, you ready to go? So he looks at her and he says, you really want me to go? Just say so. She looking like, no, I really don't. Ladies, y'all know when y'all mad at him and you tell him to leave and he says, you really don't want me to go. Like, you really don't want him to go, girl. So he walks away looking at her. He's like, come on, man, let's boogie. Let's go. William was like, yeah, woo. Child, he said, yeah, I had to read little nigga a little story. They give each other a high five. Yeah, man. Jerron's like, yeah, nigga, you a great dad, yeah. So William go to the door like, come on, baby, come on, baby. She smiles like, yeah, baby, yeah. Yeah, it's going to be a great night, yeah. William's like, damn, you look good. Damn. Thanks, baby. Oh. So, honey, we see the pastor and Rashida in the car. It seems like all the Tyler shows takes place in Georgia, so they're in Georgia. Nice gold. I don't know what type of ride that is. So, Sheeta asked Jeff, now, did you really mean what you said last night? He talking about, nigga, you know what she talking about. She was like, about loving me. He was like, Rashida. She was like, what? I just want to know. He was like, look, what's wrong with you? She's like, what you talking about? It's like, you've changed a lot. This motherfucker had a nerve to ask her, was it damn menopause? Get the fuck out of here. She was like, what you say to me, nigga? Look, no, I'm just saying you changed a lot. That's all I'm saying. Keep driving, nigga. All I'm saying is that you changed a lot. That's all I'm saying. So Rashida was like, so now I'm insecure? He says, yeah, yeah, you are actually, all of a sudden. He's like, so just tell me what the fuck is going on. Every time I try to talk to your ass about something, you find a way to turn it around on me. He talking about, good and doggone well I ain't doing that. He wanted to say, good and damn well. Say it. You want to say good and damn. She says, no, Nick, Jefferson. Oh, his name is Jefferson. Okay. Every time I want to talk to you about some shit that you're doing, you turn it right back around and ask me about me. But this ain't about me this time, nigga. It's about your ass. He was like, been a smart ass. Yes, Rashida, I love you. Keep your love. You know I love you. She's like, do you? She's like, I mean, you sure as hell don't say it. Every Sunday he wants to, emphasize. She's like, nigga, are you hearing yourself? She said, that shit is performative. You say that every Sunday in front of the congregation because your ass want them to think that you're some type of loving hubby. I mean, what you trying to say, Rashida? Huh? I mean, if you got something to say, why don't you go on and say it? Go ahead. Rashida says, if you did love me, you would show that shit. And we will be having sex, too. No. He claimed that he gonna do better, honey. Now, he says I'm gonna do better because I do love you very much. He said, She says, I love your ass, too. I just want you to be more present. He was like, I get it. It looks like they're riding in a Rolls Royce because I see the RR etched in the head seat. That's a bad mother son. He was like, I get it. She was like, you get what? You want me to be more present. I get that shit. I can't win with you, Rashida. Look, I know you, all right? I know you real well. And what you also need to know is, nigga, I got your back. But from the looks of it, you sure as hell don't got mine. Every time, Rashida. Every time. Every time what, Jeff? Nigga, don't be yelling at me because we could turn this shit right back around and go right back to the house. You know what, Rashida? I'm not going to let you ruin this night for me. We got to walk into this party, all right? We got to act like everything is cold. He's like, so let's just do that. She said, more pretending, nigga, more pretending. He talking about, have you noticed that we don't even ride to church together anymore? She's like, how could I miss that shit? I'm surprised that you wanted me to ride with your ass tonight. He says I didn't, but I really didn't think it would look good for us to arrive at the place separately. Damn, it's definitely performative. It's all about looks and appearances for his ass. Damn, that gold Rolls Royce is the bomb. So she was like, God, our kids are right. Damn, they are so right. Ooh, he says, do you want to know why I don't want to ride with your ass anymore and why I actually don't want to be alone with you? Good grief. Because your ass is always bringing shit up and nagging. I do not nag. What the fuck do you call this? She says, man, this is called talking about it so we can work through it. That's what this is called. That's what people do in healthy relationships. He talking about, you know what, Rashida? He act like he didn't even hear a word she said. This is a hell of a lot. I ain't got time to deal with it. She was like, wait a minute. So you don't have time to deal with your wife and your marriage, nigga? I'm just saying, you make time, nigga, for everything. And I mean everything else but your own damn family. He talking about, well, that's my call, and I got to spend time with more people than y'all. That's my call, and you already know that. She said, yeah, but so is being a husband and a pappy, too. He says, I'm not going to let you ruin this night for me, Rashida. She was like, too late. You've already ruined it for my ass. You know what? When you step out of this car and you see all those people out there adoring you, praising you, worshiping you, snap the fuck out of it. Ooh, he is a man. Look, Rashida, I've given your ass a really good life. Look, I had to make a whole lot of sacrifices. I just need for you to relax. I mean, come on now. Do you know how many women who would love to be in your shoes? She said, ooh, no, Jeff, enlighten me. All at the church, running around trying to get my attention. She said, I sure do. Which is why I have to do what I have to do to protect your ass and the church. He's like, wait a minute, you got something to say? What? She's like, she don't say shit. He's like, I ain't think you had nothing to say. She was like, look, I don't miss a damn thing. So he was like, oh, so you're going to say it? She was like, wait a minute, nigga. Did you forget that it was my grandfather's endowment that paid for that church? And you talking about you giving me a good life, nigga? So do you really want to go there, huh? So now you trying to throw money in my face. Oh, okay, okay. Ah, now you're quiet, he says, because right after he mentions the money part, she just looks out the window. He was like, look, before you say something, if you're going to really put your chest out there and say something that you're going to put on the table, stick it through. She said, I just did. Because with that girl who came there and claimed that he was fucking her on the desk, which he probably was, it makes me wonder, was he doing it? Did he do it or not? Because she covered him. I'm confused. Okay, I'm listening to it's the next scene. I'm sorry, the next scene is Naomi about to come out because her glam squad is like, girl, Naomi, where the fuck is you? So her glam stylist, he's running out. Okay, she ready. And the song that I'm listening to, I don't know if you listen to Conscious TV, but that's his beginning song. I thought it was like specifically his song. Hopefully he got paid for that shit. But anyway, it's his song that's playing in the background. It's like a really funky song that he always plays at the very beginning while he's waiting for all of his subscribers to come in. If you know Conscious TV with the Z at the end, follow him. He's part of the LGBTQIA community. Again, I am an ally. So please don't come over here with no bullshit because this show is full of gays. And I support, some stuff about pair. But anyway, go over there. You know exactly the song that I'm talking about. Any video that you see that Conscious TV has on live, right before he goes and start talking to everybody, he acknowledges people like I do. He plays this long, like it's like a Shaft type of song. It's really cool. So that's what I'm hearing in the background. That's why I kind of got a little thrown off. Okay, back to the show. Now it's a cute dress that Naomi got on. It's like black velvet and it has like this, looks like a side question mark of sparkles all around the chest. I mean, she's petite. I hate when petite women wear clothes that are too big. And the top part is a little bit too big because she ain't got no titas. But it's cute, I mean. So she comes out, honey, how do I? And she spins, honey. And she throws her head back like she's in mahogany. And she says, how do I look? Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. Well, bitch, how do you feel? Yes, you did that, and you are going to have a blast, okay? And, honey, don't you dare worry about all that other shit that we was talking about earlier. That's what Duffy was telling her, the stylist from the other day. Well, the makeup artist. So old boy was like, please. She wasn't even worried about that, so please don't bring that shit up, please. Baby, shoot! Yes, you look like $1,000,000. Like a billionaire, bitch. So Naomi's in there looking all cute, and we hear this... Like, wait a minute, somebody at the door, you expected something? Shit. So Naomi just fixing herself up like, girl, open that door. Girl, it's the po-po. Child, there's about 5 cops come up in there. And he says, Miss Price. She said, wait a minute, Mrs. Price. She's like, no, I'm not leaving my damn house. No, I'm not. We have a warrant. What? What for? Child, the glam squad is sitting there listening to the cops too. So the cops like, I need everyone to be outside, like now. Naomi was like, hell no, my team is not leaving my fucking house. So the officer reaches for her wrist. She's like, no, what you doing? So the stylist was like, girl, look, we'll go outside. Naomi was like, no, y'all keep your asses right in here. Naomi tells the cop, now you got to tell me right now what is going on. So they still trying to talk her into going outside. She's like, no, I ain't going no damn where. The cop was like, look, ma'am, don't make me, don't make this difficult, all right? Duffy, the funny makeup artist, she's like, I do, honey. Let's just step outside, sis. So she says, I want to know what the fuck is going on. So some man comes in there. I guess his name is Officer Declan. He's like, oh, yeah. He said, I knew it was going to be like this. He has on a tie and suit. Everybody else is dressed in cop uniform, but he's all dressed up. I guess he's trouble. He's like, yeah, I knew it was going to be hard for us to grab this bitch out of here. I need for y'all to search the place. She was like, no, nigga, y'all are not going to search my place. So one of the girls, she was like, who was this man? She's like, one of Franklin's bullshit lawyers. Of course Franklin is involved in this shit. So she still won't leave. They telling her, what's this all about? And so Officer Declan was like, look, I know this is real hard for your ass to do, but I need for you to step outside. Just calm your shit down. She's like, I am not going outside. Child, when that girl go outside, when I tell you the cops are like ransacking her house, turning shit over, looking and shit. Dang. Oh my God, when she finally gets outside, baby, they are taking her cars. So we find out that they're there to confiscate everything on behalf of Mr. and Mrs. Price. She says, I am Mrs. Price. He said, like I said, Mr. and Mrs. Price. The belongings in there that you refuse to turn over. Wow. So she tells him that she ain't giving them shit. He's like, okay, well, we're going to take it whether you want to or not. But anyway, your ass will go to jail and you will sit there. And this particular judge is serious as hell. So, baby, they're taking out her paintings. I wanted with those artworks because I love art, especially black art. Furs, honey. Now they demanded that they need to take the safe. So Officer Declan is like, you need to give us the safe, Naomi. We need to get in that fucking safe. So he gets the Lambo and the Mercedes, and he keeps the Lambo. He takes the truck and something else, and he's gonna give her the gold Benz that she was driving yesterday when she was over at what's her name, Tiff's house? No, Geneva's house, when she was fussing at them about the lawsuit and stuff. Hopefully she wins, because I don't like Franklin. So according to this, I have been calling this man Officer Declan. Ed Declan is like the main cop. So I don't know who the lawyer's name is. They won't show his name, but he's the lawyer. He's Franklin's lawyer. So sorry, man. If you're listening, I called you the wrong name. You're the lawyer. So now they want to take her ring. They mean. So she had a 10-carat diamond ring and the Cartier watch, and she has some yellow. I'm talking about yellow diamonds. Yes, I know my jewelry. Oh my God. Chocolate diamonds and yellow diamonds. If I was rich like Tyler Perry, that would be top of the list for me. Yes. So she didn't want to give him the earring. So the Officer Declan was about to, take them off. She's like, wait a minute, you gonna take these off my ears? She's like, wait. Oh, damn, shit. I'll just take them out myself. Shit, this some bull. Naomi thought she was doing something damn dramatic, honey. She has Duffy helps her to take off the earrings, honey. So she takes them off and throw them in the damn grass. I'll be damned if that white bitch get my earrings. So the lawyer was like, we do have metal detectors. She's like, ooh, we'll find them. So she puts up her middle finger and says, fuck you. So he was like, look, Naomi, we need to watch in the ring. She said, you ain't getting my shit. So, of course, he tells the cops to take the shit off of him, and they do. So the cops go in the house, and so Naomi gets in her gold Mercedes. And now I'm a little confused on this part because she walks to her car with her dress on. Maybe the glam squad had already put her keys in the car, but anyway, she gets in there and the tail of her dress is hanging out the door. She starts the car. It's like, okay, girl, you didn't go to your car with your keys in your hand and they made you go outside. Do you normally leave your keys in the car, girl? I don't quite understand how she was able to go to the car and start it without any keys in her hand. And that crazy bitch speeds the fuck off because she got to go to that party. So the stylist is like, girl, what is we gonna do? So one of them said, Duffy says, girl, we got to call Geneva. So we see Geneva, William, and Javon on their way to the banquet. So Javon is sitting in the back seat. He's a nuisance. Talking about, man, I feel like a third wheel. So Geneva's like rolling her fucking eyes. She's like, this nigga. William was like, no, nonsense, man. We don't mind at all. Do we, baby? Javon just egging it on. You sure about that? Yeah. Javon, Geneva, how about you? She's like, no, nigga, you already here. So she sees that it's Duffy calling. She's like, I'll just call her back. So, yeah, because William had asked her who was calling. So William does some small talk. Yo, Javon, man, there's going to be some beautiful single women here tonight, bro. Javon said, William says, hey, you know what we should do, man? We should go ahead and introduce you to Tiffany. Oh, no, girl, you can't do that. Shit, Geneva was like, no, I don't think that's a good idea. No, William's like, oh, baby, that's a great idea. So William goes on and on about Tiffany. Man, she's amazing, man. She's divorced. She's single. She got a son in college. And she goes to our church. And she's beautiful. And I wish I was with her. Just all of this bullshit. So as Javon is sitting in the back seat, he's looking at, Geneva like, I know she don't want me to date her. I want you. So he keeps going on and on. William like, man, she's amazing, man. I'm sure you'll like her. And so Javon was like, no, bro. Like, nah, man, I'm going to do it. It's done. And Javon is like, ooh, Javon was like, I kind of got my eye on someone else. So William's like, oh, do you do? Oh, okay, I hear you, man, I hear you, but that's real good, but man, you need to keep your options open. Oh yeah, you'll meet Tiffany tonight, baby. Her and Geneva been friends a long time, man. You gonna love some Tiffany, yeah. When that nigga says that, then Javon was like, oh. Okay. See, he knows if he start fucking around with Tiffany, that's gonna make Geneva jealous and want to be with his ass. Damn, Javon. William goes on again, man. You gonna love her, man. She got her own life. She got her own money. What is having her own life? I mean, we all have our own life. I don't know what that. Hopefully, was he? I hope that wasn't in the script, because that don't make no sense. Then Javon with his old petty ass, you know what? In that case, I'm looking forward to meeting her sexy ass. So William's like, that's right, because Geneva will put in a good word. So Javon was like, will you, Gigi? I have to call Duffy. She's texting me right now. So Geneva calls Duffy. So Duffy was like, hey girl, it's Duffy. And so Geneva was like, duh. Franklin. Yeah. I told that bitch that she was supposed to give all that shit back. So Naomi asked, Geneva asked Duffy, did they come there with the police? And of course Duffy was like, hell yeah. Girl, the police, the locksmith, the art dealers, the jewelers, girl, my mama, my daddy, the president, the governor. Girl, our girl is down bad. So William was like, is everything all right? She's like, no. Javon was like, anything I can do to help? So Geneva says, look, I got to make a private call. So William was like, do you need for me to pull over? Nah, baby. We're almost there. I'll just make it when we get there. He was like, all right. So she was like, oh my God, I hope Franklin ain't bringing his ass tonight. William says, man, I could text him and find out if you want me to. She was like, yes, please. So she's like, thanks. And he was like, you're welcome. Here come Javon again. Anything I can do to help? And she's like, no, I'm good, nigga. I'm good. He was like, you sure? She's like, I said no. God dog it. And he looking at her sideways as they get there. So at the next scene, we are at the banquet dinner, honey. We're here. We see Bridget is with one of the guests, the staff. And she's pointing where everybody's supposed to be going. It's so nice. I love that dress on Bridget. She's so dope. So Bridget is telling him, okay, now we need to sit this person over here. Oh, no. We need to move this because I don't think that Mrs. Lewis gets along well with Deacon Jackson's wife. So, we need to move Deacon Jackson's wife and move them both over there away from Miss Lewis. And we ain't got time for all no damn fights between her and Mrs. and girl. No. So while she's still planning with the one of the staff head guy, William calls her and asks her, can she add a seat next to Tiffany? Because he's going to try to get Javon to sit next to Tiffany at the banquet. Ciao. We got damn Vaughn over here with his damn waiter outfit on. He talking about, ooh, this is noise. I need to get some content for my page, nigga. Ooh, the staff person says, young man, you should be in the back getting the plates ready. Shit, Javon was looking around saying, nigga, who the hell you think you talking to? Nigga, you, because you look like you part of the staff. That man said, you, and you will not be working for me anymore. The boss says, man, I don't even know you, man. And he looking at the guy's hair. Nigga, you need to go comb your hair, man. Bridget coming over there real quick to shut the shit down. So Bridget breaks in the middle. No. Oh, he doesn't work here. He's a guest. So the waiter was like, oh, I'm sorry. Vaughn with his corny ass there. Yeah, you sorry, nigga. Bridget, get your boy, man. Get your boy. So the waiter staff, man, he's like, put his hands all over Vaughn like, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. Get your hands off me, man. Oh, man, look, Bridget was like, look, just do me a favor, please. Just do me this favor. Can you please get us another chair and put it at table 1 for me, please? So the staff guy was like, look, it's going to be too tight, nigga. It's going to be tight. She said, look, I don't care. I know it's going to be too tight. Just make it happen. He's like, okay, I'm going to try. So the guy keeps apologizing. So Vaughn was like, hey, bro, go. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Just go. Go do your job, bro. Go do your job, nigga. Go. You a waiter, nigga. I'm a content creator. No, nigga, I'm a content creator. So she had to calm Vaughn's ass down. She said, look, you made your point, baby. You made your point. He's like, damn, Bridget, it's like that? Damn. She's like, Vaughn, I'm sorry, but I told your ass what you was what you might run into, man. She's like, your ass the one who came here looking like a damn waiter. And then Vaughn talking about, why did you tell him that, Bridget? Damn. What did I tell him, Vaughn? So she was like, well, what the fuck was I supposed to say? She said it ain't none of that man business what I got going on. He said, obviously it's nobody's business. Cause you don't be telling nobody about us, girl, and that be hurting my feelings, Bridget. She's like, Vaughn, look, I'm sorry, honey, but I can't do this shit today. I'm already up under a whole lot of fucking pressure. He said, you? What about me? She's like, Vaughn, nigga. Forget it. I need a drink, man. I'm like, how the fuck you think you gonna get a drink, nigga? This is a church event. Nigga, you don't read. You don't have no class. Where the fuck you think you gonna get a drink at a church event? Okay, everybody's coming, hell to the event, all dressed in they nice, they furs, honey, they full ball gowns, honey, they black tie, they red jackets. One man looks like a real older Mike Tyson. I mean, they looking nice with they diamonds, honey, and they little Chanel bags. I mean, it's cute. They're arriving in they Rolls Royces, honey, they Benzes, honey, they Teslas. That's when Tesla was, wasn't getting burned down. Yeah. So Jeff and Sheeta finally arrived. So he opens up the door to let her out. I like the way that those Rolls Royce doors open on the other side, honey. If I could just have a day just to ride and shit like that, I'd be like, who's you, girl? So we see Tiffany's trying to straighten up her little bodice part on her dress, and she and Rashida comes in and she's like, "Oh, I love this dress." Tiffany with her deep voice, honey. I love this. And so, Rashida says thanks. So Tiffany can tell that something's wrong with her girl. Okay, what's going on? Oh, nothing. Rashida, I know your ass. Girl, you know me. I have to, process things before and Tiffany says, yeah, you share it, girl. And Rashida's like, yes, girl, exactly. You know me, honey. Tiffany was like, well, is it about Jeff? So Geneva tells everybody something happened. They was like, what happened? It's Naomi as usual. Oh, girl, what happened? Rashida says. So Geneva's like, look, I'm just going to give her a call and put her on speakerphone so we all can get her at one time. Girl, they call Naomi, honey, and this bitch is coming out of a damn liquor store, honey, drinking straight from the bottle with her dress on. Bless her heart. So the phone rings and Geneva's like, what? So Geneva was like, girl, all the girls are here. What the fuck happened? So Naomi was like, girl, I called you. That motherfucker. So Geneva was like, girl, what happened? So Tiffany was like, what? So they was like, oh, okay. Well, they took my diamond earrings and they took my gray watch that he gave me. Geneva apologizes, girl, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Geneva, what kind of lawyer are you, bitch? Geneva was like, girl, I told you that judge was serious and that you had to give that shit back. You didn't listen. That's my shit. And girl, they even took my $4 million paintings, girl. Geneva, I'm going to sue his ass. And then Geneva tries to calm her down like, girl, no, bitch, I'm going to sue him. Geneva's like, girl, ain't nothing we can do at this point. I'm going to do something about this shit. What's the point, Geneva? Why come now, huh? So Tiff comes in. Hey, Geneva. Hey, Naomi, girl. It's Tiff, okay? Tiff, girl. I'm all dressed up, and I'm on my way to come there. Girl, I hope you get there because you're drinking. You can't get behind that car and be driving. And then when you get there, it's going to be a whole cluster F. Ooh, girl. But I don't feel like it. They like, oh, God, thank God. Girl, they was like, they were happy to hear that shit. So Rashida was like, you know what, girl? I think that's best. You're absolutely right. You know what we'll do? We'll just pop right over to your house afterwards, okay? So she's like, girl, they ripped my dress and my hair. Oh, you know what, girl? I don't feel like coming. I feel like shit. I ain't coming. So Rashida was like, girl, don't even worry about that, girl. Don't even worry about it, honey. We'll pop right in afterward, okay? So Naomi was like, I ain't coming. So Rashida was like, okay, that's good. So where are you now? That damn Naomi hung right up on her. So Geneva wants to still know if Franklin's coming tonight. And so Rashida said, girl, Jeff still ain't said shit about it. So Geneva was like, girl, yeah, this is some crazy ass shit. So Bridget says, look, people are already starting to arrive, so maybe we need to get on downstairs. So we get there, and yeah, we got a full room, baby. Jazz music playing in the background at a church event, honey. I guess the name of the church is called God's Light. Okay, God's Light, I see you. All right, we see Myron and we see Pastor coming in. You know, Myron is straightening up Pastor Jeff's tie. That armor bearer, it's a little bit too close. I see Myron has a wedding ring on, so he's married. I don't know. I'm a little concerned about his relationship with Myron. Now, damn, I didn't know that was damn Calvin. Calvin looked good when he was cleaning up. So he asked Pastor, man, you gonna pray for me? So Jeff was like, what you need prayer for, bro? Say, man, I helped Bridget out by hiring this kid. So Jeff was like, that nigga who she dating? Man, why you do that? And Calvin was like, man, I don't even know what she's seeing him anyway. She should look at me. Yeah, she should look at Calvin because Calvin is fine. She asked me to give him a job, so I gave that brother a job. You know that nigga quit on me on the first day. Man, left me with 35. What's up, Pastor? What's up? What's up? What's up? Man, this is nice. This is nice. So Pastor looks at him. He like, oh, you look good. He trying to, yeah, man, this is some of my best threads, man. And you can see Calvin, Pastor looking at him like he bunch of shit. He talk about, yeah, man, hey, quick question, man. I need a drink, man. So, where the liquor at around here? I done went to all these bars, baby. Fake bartenders that y'all got hired around here, man. Where's the liquor? Cal was like, nigga, you don't see me standing here? And so Vaughn was like, nigga, I quit. And when I quit, you in that job. That all that shit don't matter to me, man. So shit, Calvin was about to wobble with Vaughn. Like, man, Pastor had to break them up. Look, son. Look, we don't got no liquor here, man. This is a church event. This nigga, he said, where the communion at? Didn't Jesus turn water into wine? That's the least y'all could have brought up in here. Calvin was like, not for people your age. He's like, that's why I need a drink, nigga. That's why I need a drink. Calvin was like, nigga, you left me high and dry, you little 30-year-old looking for a damn drink. Bro, you keep talking about this job. See, that's your problem. Let me just go and get away from you throwing off my energy. Damn, he's so disrespectful. I gotta stay in this creative energy vibe. You see what I'm saying? So he goes up, Bridget, where the fuck is it? So William and Javon and everybody show up. So William come over there and introduce Javon to the fellas. And Calvin is looking at him like he kind of suspect at William. So everybody's like, oh, nice to meet you, fella. What's up, there? William is like a kiss ass. He's like, this Pastor Jefferson, best in town. You know, and Pastor Jeff was like, oh, man, you're too kind. Yeah, it's great to meet you, Javon. Javon said, yeah, thank you. Likewise, Pastor, likewise. So Javon tells him, I've heard quite a bit about your church. And so Pastor was like, well, you know, we really like to have you come and visit one day. He's like, yeah, I'm going to try. I'm definitely going to try to make it by there. Mm-hmm. So elder ladies come in, stand beside their man. So William's like, look at the first lady. So first lady Rashida's like, William, you look so handsome. And so William says, you know what, I try. Okay, so Javon just happens to be standing beside Tiffany. She looking at that, damn, he smell good and he's 6 foot, what, of goodness and mercy. And this is Tiffany, Williams says. So Javon says, oh. So William looks at Rashida's like, look, I checked with Bridget, and Bridget said it was all right, you know, that he could. Yeah. Bridget said, look, I made room. It's fine. It's just fine. So Tiffany was like, well, I'm a little embarrassed, you know, you sitting beside me and everything. And so Javon was like, well, you shouldn't be. You know, William did say that we should at least talk. So Tiffany was like, okay. So while all this conversation is taking place, Rashida's looking at damn, you know, who is her? Geneva. And they blinking eyes at each other like, bitch, girl, I know you don't want Javon with Tiffany because you just said you want to be inside it. Ooh. So everybody start gathering at the table, honey, you know, having chit chat, small talk. Everybody looks so nice. So William was like, okay, you know, Javon, you sit right there. Tiffany, you sit next to him. You know, so Tiffany was like, William, I get it. I'm just making sure, you know, Geneva was like, nigga, do you have a seat for your wife? Oh, yeah, of course. You know, you're right here next to me, baby. Yeah. She's like, will you stop? No, baby. It's embarrassing. Look, why is it embarrassing, baby? They can't talk if they sit all across the table for one another. I'm just thinking it's a good idea that they sit right next to each other. Just let me work, baby. Let me work. So Bridget tells Pastor and First Lady it's about time they get started. So they go up to the podium. Everybody gives them a rounding rouse of applause. Yes. So he gives this good speech. I'm talking about Pastor Jeff talks about, we're here for a special occasion. So I want y'all to dig deep into your hearts and into your wallets because we're trying to get this building. Then he says, without further ado, I want to bring to the stage my beautiful rib. Oh, I see exactly what them kids is talking about. Your phony mother. Without her, baby, I would be no one or nothing. Oh, honey. Oh, he lays it on thick. She is your first lady and my beautiful and amazing wife, Rashida. So she kind of shades his ass. She's like, you know what? I always wonder at the marvelous things of God. But sometimes my husband says I speak too long. So I'll just say a quick prayer, no matter how long it takes. And she looks over at Pastor Jeff. Nigga. And he points to his watch and like he's smiling. Girl, you better pray, Rashida. Honey, she praying, honey, and we see Rashida. I'm sorry, we see Geneva. I'm going to get these names right, y'all. I swear I am. We see Geneva, honey, opening up her eyes and looking at Javon. I mean, the Bible does says watch as well as pray, right? I mean, Tyler, honey, you could have invited me to come out to that. I would have came out to the banquet, baby. Next season, I'm gonna come out there to that banquet. They have another one. Because they're supposed to have one annually. You have another banquet. Tell Auntie Shar to come on. I'm coming. I believe it. I got plenty of dresses, Tyler. Okay, back to the show. So, girl, Rashida finally finished with the prayer, which was a wonderful prayer. And Bridget comes up there to the podium. Hey, Bridget. So they sitting at the table. Everybody's settled down, and so Tiffany says, hey, sis, I love the way you pray. Javon says, so do I. Shit. Rashida was like, you know how we been that our little lips like, girl, you ain't, whatever, nigga. So William whispers over to Geneva, says, looks like they got something in common. So Javon kind of, co-signs with him, and this was to Tiffany like, yeah, it looks like we got something in common. So we see Bridget and Vaughn. So Vaughn want to know, okay, boy, where we sitting at? She said, at that table right there in the back. Well, that table back there in the back, nigga, why we got to sit all the way back there? That's crazy though, man. So Bridget got to tell that nigga to lower his voice because he mad because they sitting all the way in the corner in the back. She said, what's crazy, nigga, is you standing here in a waiter uniform looking like the fucking help. So Rashida, like, Bridget, look, you're at the table with us. There's 2 chairs right here. You're at the table with us. So Vaughn was like, yeah, that's better. What's up, y'all? He don't even know how to pull out a chair for a lady. He hitting her toe with the damn chair and my bad. Sorry. Oh, Lord, I hope that drunk ass Naomi don't come up in there. Oh my God. Oh my God. Just the fact of him trying to help her with the chair, talking about Vaughn and Bridget, it's a whole circus. It's like a whole dialogue between them because he don't know how to do it, and he told, hey, what's up, y'all? What's going on? Well, hey, what's up, y'all? I'm Javon. I'm an alcoholic. Just kidding. There's no alcohol here. When I tell you Bridget's face is priceless, she's like, I just could not believe this nigga is embarrassing me. I mean, Bridget, that's my old lady. I'm her old man, Man, you doing it. You doing the most, Vaughn. You doing the fucking most, bro. I just want to introduce myself because I'm sure she ain't told me, she told y'all shit about me. I know she ain't tell. I'm sure she ain't told me nothing about y'all either. So let's get to know each other. Oh, so William was like, nice to see you. Nice to meet you, Vaughn. Oh, nice to meet you, bro. Geneva interrupt that shit real quick. No, they ain't, nigga. So Vaughn was like, wait a minute, I'm talking to her. I ain't talking to you. So Tiffany's like, we just met. And I tell you, Javon is with that one eye, baby. He's having a good time looking at this. And Vaughn just spilling all the tea. And so he asked Tiffany, like, oh, yeah, you're the voice, right? He tells Bridget, he's like, that's the one you told me who husband cheated on her, right? Tiffany's like, that's right. So Vaughn was like, okay, all right, I hear you. I'm just tracking. I'm just tracking. I'm just, putting the dots together, okay, all right. I'm just trying to make sure I get it right. So Javon reaches over and speaks to another deep voice, which is Tiffany. Sorry about that. And she says, what are you talking about? He says, well, William is definitely being a little pushy. And she says, oh, I know, it's fine. Okay, deep voice, deep voice. That's another thing y'all got in common. She says, it's fine. He says, really? She's like, well, I just got divorced. And he was like, oh. So she was like, so? He said, so did I. So he said, but it wasn't too bad. She was like, oh, okay. All right, yeah. That's crazy. And Javon was like, yeah, that part. So while they're talking, you can see Geneva is ear jockeying. One of y'all told me that it'd be Bridget that's be ear. Nah, it's Geneva who be listening. Cause she don't, that would be weird though. But they're both divorced. Oh my God, that's kind of a weird thing because they're friends, and I know you're not supposed to cross contaminate when it comes to friends, honey. Good grief. So Tiffany's like, we have so much in common. And Javon was like, yes, we do. Oh. So Geneva's like, well, what's so fucking funny? Hey, y'all, listen. Hey, what's so funny? And he's hilarious. And so Tiffany asked Javon, wait, did he ever tell you to do that thing with the lemon? Oh my God, yes. He has. Geneva's so damn uncomfortable, she spills the drink. Bless her heart, she broke the glass. Girl, you did all of that little pretending at the house because you know you want Javon. You just want, I don't know if she loves him though. I don't know. But she's so pissed. So she spills it, so it's all good. It's all good, William said. So Geneva's like, girl, I got to go to the bathroom. I just got to go to the bathroom. So Rashida goes with her to the bathroom. So William was like, can you check up on her? Because she's acting real super strange. So Tiffany's like, wait a minute, where y'all going? So Rashida says, I'm just going to go with her to the bathroom. I'll be right back, boo boo. So Bridget was like, I'll go with you. So Rashida says, no, you stay right here. So that's normally strange because normally when one girl go to the bathroom, everybody go. I went to a concert with my boyfriend to go see. I will never do that again. I can't think of his name. He was 2 hours late for the damn show, but it was because of some history. I don't care. Anyway, there was a row of girls that was just sitting in front of us, and it was dark. And when I tell you, when one girl got up, all four of them got up. I was like, y'all are blocking out view, but I get it. Nobody wants to go to the bathroom by themselves. They want to talk about who they met and who they fucked, whatever. But I'm like, girls, nobody, yeah, that's part of the girl code. Okay, back to the show. So she gets in there, and so Rashida tells her, girl, come on, you can go use the bathroom at the suite. So Geneva walks in there. So Rashida's like, girl, what's wrong? I can't breathe. Girl, Geneva, you better calm the fuck down. So Rashida's like, girl, what's going on? Girl, you better breathe. Neva, come on, girl. Tell me what's going on. You shaking, girl? I need you to breathe, okay? In and out. Come on. Take your time. Okay. Oh, I came downstairs, and he was in my house. Javon? Yes. William invited his ass, and I didn't tell you. But early he came to my office. Geneva. And then William is trying to set Tiffany up with him. I mean, what is going on? I just need this night to end. Rashida was like, girl, it will end, okay? And then Rashida just, tries to comfort her friend. Geneva's like, I just want to go. Oh my God. So Rashida keeps telling her, just breathe, girl. Just breathe. I need for you to breathe in and out. Come on, take your time. Breathe. Geneva's like, girl, I think I'm having a panic attack. So Rashida's like, no, you're not. Come on, calm down. All right? I need you to talk to me, all right? What? He thinks Anika is his daughter. So Rashida's like, well, why would he believe that? It was out of time. Around the IVF Please tell me that's not possible. Please, girl. So, honey, we found out that when the IVF wasn't working when it came to William, so she fucked Javon. So Rashida was like, once, bitch. Geneva was like, no. So Rashida tells her, girl, we can't panic right now. We can't panic. So Geneva was like, girl, what am I going to do? So Myra was like, I got the word. You know, big money's on his way. Oh, man, you the man. Now, I know you was doing that good. So he was like, Myra was like, I try my best. And that camera shot lasted too long on Myron. So I don't like that. That's weird as fuck. Oh, God. So Myron tells Bridget was like, what's going on? So he was like, I'm telling you, big things are coming. It'll see. So Vaughn tried to insert himself into grown folks' conversation. So he tells Myron, yo, dog, I like that jacket, bro. That's fly as fuck. How much that thing cost? So Myron was like, I don't know. My wife got it for me. So so Vaughn tells Bridget, you hear that? You hear that, boo? She's like, yeah, nigga, I heard it. And keep your fucking elbows off the table like a kid. So Vaughn was like, where'd she get it from, bro? I don't know, Marvin says. And so Vaughn was like, you don't know. Damn, man, you ain't telling me nothing, bro. What the fuck is wrong with you? You ain't telling me shit. So William was like, I really like this guy. He told me he liked Vaughn. Vaughn ain't giving up saying, man, well, at least tell me this. At least tell me how much did that shit cost? About. Ooh, Myron kind of gave him a little shade. He said, more than a fucking game system. Ooh. Vaughn did the same like I did. He said, ooh, shit, boy. Damn, man. You should see Bridget's face. She looked like she don't see the ghost. Her eyes is like wide open. You see Tiffany just cracking up. Even William was cracking up. He's sitting there cussing just, oh my God. Ooh, he's so embarrassing. Gee. So Myra was like, yo, wait a minute now. Show the pastor some respect, all right? so Vaughn's like, oh, my bad. Wait a minute. Y'all can't say shit? Vaughn, my nigga. Vaughn is my nigga. I'm sorry, y'all. Vaughn is my nigga. So Myra tells Bridget, like, Bridget, will you get his ass out of here? So she was like, Vaughn, come on here, boy. She calls him like he's a little puppy or something. He's like, I'm sorry, y'all. Like, come on. We need to talk. Push your chair under the table. She just spitting out all these commands and demands to him. Poor Vaughn. He got his hand up, his finger up, like he in church with the church finger. She's like, put your fucking finger down. So Pastor Jeff tells Myra, like, even though we should now, because after they left out, we shouldn't be judging him. So Myra was like, look, you're the pastor. I'm judging. Okay, Myra, I feel you. All right. But that jacket is noise. It's way better than damn Pastor Jeff's jacket because it's real design. Got little flowers in it. Got a little satin collar. It's real noise now. It's real noise. So Jeff was like, look, you my boy. Now, we ain't judging them, all right? So Myron was like, all right, Pastor, I hear you. Damn William. He just seemed entertained, honey. He be high on life. He looking around, just smiling. So Tiffany got up and went to the bathroom to check on the girl. So I don't know if he might be looking at Javon to see, how everything is working out between him and her. But William is on a cloud, baby. I wonder if he's on drugs because he is just unusually happy. So he's talking to Javon, asking, I look at you, man. You just looking at it. He's like, look, man. Like, so what you think about it? I mean, she all right, she bad. Yeah, okay, yeah, she cool. He was like, well, I didn't think that she would be as advertised. And guess what, nigga? She's into you too. You got her over there laughing and kiki and everything. So even William brings Pastor in. Hey, Pastor, now you a man of God. You ain't gonna lie. Do you think that Tiffany was into Javon? Well, it looked like it was them to me. Yeah, see, I told you, nigga, I told you. So the big question is, per William, what you gonna do now? So Javon was like, look, I'm just gonna enjoy the night. That's all I'm finna do. William was like, I know what you mean when you finna enjoy the night, honey. I know exactly what you mean. So they take their glass and they clink. They do a cheers, baby. So we hear, that's Tiffany's ass. Just knocking on the damn door. Girl, stop it, girl. So clearly Tiffany got to pee. So she looked, girl, you all right? So Rashida's like, girl, we were just talking. Okay, girl, I gotta pee, honey. Tiffany's like, oh, what's going on? Rashida said, I thought you said you had to pee. The bathroom's that way, bitch. So after she goes and pees, Geneva's like, girl, I cannot go back to the table looking like this. One thing about Geneva, she's so pretty that even when she tries to cry, it looks like she's smiling. Is it just me? I don't know if I think she's part Asian. Please forgive me if I'm wrong. She did give her persuasion, her genetic makeup one time. And I think there is some Asian in her, but her Asian features, of course she's black, but her Asian features are so strong. It looks like she's smiling when she should be crying. So she says she doesn't want to go out there because, William is going to be looking at her like she's crazy. So she's like, please don't make me cry, please. I'm like, oh, she looks so pretty crying, though. So I keep saying that. Y'all see what my mind is. Rashida tells Geneva, girl, it's okay. You're going to be fine. You're going to be just fine. You're going to be fine. She's like, look, I need you to do something for you. He's like, shit, what you need, baby? She said, I need you to go home. Take your ass home, like, right now. He's like, what? Wait a minute, I'm making it worse? And this my pastor. I mean, shit, my bad, babe. Look, shit, I said I was sorry. I ain't know. I ain't used to being around no folks like that. She's like, look, I know. And I ain't never had no good man in my life to show me nothing. But you good, because she's trying to calm him down. You good. I'll take my ass home. I'll go home. I'll go to the house. That's cool. So she's like, maybe I overreacted, okay? Come on now, Bridget. Just send him home. He's like, baby, I don't want to stress you out. She said, you know what? You ain't stressing me out. That's on me. Why did you change like that, Bridget? Ah, man. It ain't even like he sweet talked her. He just said he was sorry. And you flipped? Girl, you got to stand your ground. So Vaughn was like, look, it's obviously I'm not ready for this room with these judgmental ass people. So she was like, look, he's like, look, I'll see you when I get home. Okay. She's like, how you gonna get home? He's like, I'm taking your car. And she said, you ain't taking my damn car. He asked her, well, how the hell you gonna get home? She says, exactly. So she turns around, and I'm gonna assume that Franklin has arrived, baby, with his white wife. And Bridget said it under her voice, her breath. No, this nigga didn't. Wow. She speaks to herself. She's like, oh my God, this night could not have possibly gotten any worse, honey. So we're back in the bathroom with the ladies, Tiffany, Rashida, and Geneva. So Tiffany's like, girl, honey, I was about to burst. And so they asked her, was she okay? And so Tiffany's like, yes, girl, I feel so much better. So she asked Geneva, was she okay? And so, of course, Geneva, as always, says yes. She never confronts her truths. That's really bad for her. She's gonna be lying this whole program. I just feel it. So Tiffany was like, girl, you been holding out on me? Girl, that fine man Javon, girl. So Rashida's like, Tiffany. And then Tiffany's like, look, I'm sorry. I mean that fine man Javon. I like him. And he's got a lot of nice things going on for him. Ooh. And Rashida's looking at her like, bitch, no, you don't. You can't be liking him already, girl. You just met him. Damn. Then Tiffany makes the big announcement. Ladies, I think I'm ready to go back out there and start dating again. And she should. After they had even episode 1, Geneva told her that she needed to get back out there because she had been divorced from John for 3 years. So Rashida was like, okay, well, you know what? I think we need to go back outside. Instead of them saying, good for you, girl, I knew you was going to do it. It's like nobody's showing Tiffany any support about the fact that she's made a decision to start going out and dating. Because they've been trying to get her to do this for years. And so now, after meeting Javon, she wants to. But y'all two bitches ain't said shit. So Tiffany was like, okay, well, unless he's lying, because we do have a lot in common. Okay, well, whatever this is, I guess you'll tell me later. So Tiffany gets up and, leaves out the bathroom, but looking back at them, because you could tell that they're hiding something. Because they've been sisters and best friends for a long time. They know when somebody's hiding some shit, because Geneva ain't saying shit. So Bridget comes to the bathroom like, girl, I was looking for you, honey. Franklin and his wife just got here. So Rashida's like, oh, thank God Naomi's not coming. We'll see. Let me push play. So as they try to prepare to go back out, Rashida's just pumping up Geneva. You look good. You're good. I'm good. Yeah, you're. So Bridget was like, what's wrong? Nothing. Nothing's wrong. Are you sure it was girl? Be quiet, Bridget. Well, you never tell me. Look, let's go. So they see Franklin giving pound, hand pound to damn Jeff. Oh, you made it, man. Oh, nah, I wouldn't miss it for the world. And Tiffany, when I tell you, she's looking at him like he's a piece of shit. And William, too. Everybody looking at Franklin, like he's a piece of shit. So Franklin introduces us to his wife, Lindsay. Of course, so that would be her name, Lindsay. So Franklin looks around like, yeah, man, looks like it's been a really great turnout. So Jeff tells him, like, we're just trying to build a new church. We're not trying to get a building like in Southeast. So Franklin is, just bragging. Yeah, I'm glad we can make it. We just landed. We're pretty close to a really significant deal in London. So Jeff is like, oh, really now? Okay, well, I need to hear all about that. So, Jeff is an opportunist. He's only into his friendship with Franklin because of the money, honey. That's it, honey. He ain't got nothing to do with nothing. So Lindsay was like, I didn't want to come. Lindsay says, is the dragon lady here? So Rashida pops up and is like, and who would that be, honey? Who's the dragon lady, bitch? Lindsay, hi. It's good to see you again. Tiffany asked Lindsay, who you calling dragon lady? Lindsay, I was just joking. Tiffany was like, well, if you're talking about Naomi, she's not here. Lindsay was like, I'm sorry, bitch, but you are? Tiffany reaches out her hand and shakes her hand. I'm one of her closest friends. Franklin was like, look, pay no mind to them, my dear. So, while Rashida is back, Myron is sitting in her chair. And so Rashida looks at him like, nigga, if you don't get your ass. She looks at him like, get the fuck up. Which is why I feel like Rashida didn't believe old girl Isabella that her husband fucked him. Because she knows what her husband like, and it ain't no puss. I think she might have believed her until she says that he gave her oral. When she says he gave her oral, she said, he gave you oral? She's like, oh, in her shanana, she's like, that ain't my husband because he don't even give me oral. I know what he like, and it ain't that. So Myron is getting up again. So Rashida was like, nigga, did you drink my water? He's like, no, first lady. Yeah, right. I tell you, she looking at him, honey. If looks could kill, he would have dropped dead right there on the spot. Oh, so they got Franklin at the table with them? With this bitch? Ooh. So she's, Lindsay is playing with her earrings, the same earrings that was taken from Naomi and given to her. So we know that because Tiffany started touching her earring and looked at Geneva. And like, girl, this bitch got those canary diamonds in her ear. So Franklin was like, you like what you damn see? Tiffany says, oh yeah, yeah, we love them. Lindsay, 10-carat yellow diamonds. Can you imagine? Tiffany says, yeah, bitch, I can. I think they look better on a brown-skinned woman. Ooh, Tiffany. Lindsay, pardon me? I'm thinking that Javon is digging this. She sees that Tiffany ain't no joke. I meant to say he sees that Tiffany ain't no joke. So again, Lindsay was like, pardon me? So Tiffany's like, yeah, color, honey. Color makes them pop. Uh-oh. Bridget comes to the table and whispers to Rashida, says, excuse me, honey. We have a problem. Oh my God. Naomi showed up. At least she changed her dress and she has on good makeup. But bitch, she showed the fuck up. Oh my God. And she just a wobbling and waving. And he's like, oh my God, that don't look good. Shit. She's just waving, like, hey, what's going on? She just doing her little finger waves and stuff like that, like waving at people. Oh God. She's like, hey. Shit. And then damn, Naomi, she eagle eyes Franklin, honey. She got her tongue on her teeth. And so they're like, girl, I need you to relax, okay? Relax, sis. And so she's like, I know damn well you not here talking to her. He said, oh no, the fuck y'all not. Okay, that's the end of number 3, baby. That was good. Okay, every round goes higher and higher. Okay, I didn't have any problems with the dialogue in this one. It seems like the scenes were a little shorter, just a little bit. The bathroom scene went a little bit longer, but I did enjoy that. I didn't try to go word for word, line by line, precept by precept. But this was a good episode. Okay, so I got two more to go. Ooh, poor Naomi. I feel sorry for her. But at least he gave her 37 million, right? I mean, girl, please don't go there and show up. We had Javon show up. But Vaughn, honey. Let me give Vaughn an award, honey. Vaughn was good. That baby, he did that. He did that. That was good. Comedic relief. We needed that because otherwise it would have been very, tight laced, brown nose from Pastor J, Jeff, it would have been all that. But that was good. Good balance, Tyler Perry. Good balance. All right, y'all. That was episode number 3 of the Divorce Sisters. Name of this episode was Hushed Tones. Yeah, everybody was talking in whispers today. Everybody, girl, what you talking about? Girl, everybody was whispering. So yeah, that was a good name of this episode called Hushed Tones. All right, y'all. I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.